saying rest in peace, Sidney Poitier, but I know he turned over in his grave. He got an Oscar, right? What was it, Lilies of the Field?
What movie was that?
In his grave. I felt bad. I think it was Lilies of the Field.
I can't call it. I thought he only got one.
It was In the Heat of the Night.
No.
That's Howdy Rollins. Howdy.
Made a remake of the one he got out.
But culture-wise,
Raising in the Sun.
Raising the Sun.
Raising in the Sun.
Raising in the Sun. Got it.
Culture-wise,
Black Box.
I felt bad about the Will Smith, Chris Rock incident. I felt bad for Will Packard, first black man to produce an Oscar show, and who betrays him?
His own people.
His own people, man. And you can say what you will, I guarantee you there was an abundance of conversations amongst white folk there and watching and just in the general population that heard about it. And I guarantee you the basis of the conversation was, see what happened?
Mm-hmm.
See what happened when you let them run something? See how they do. I guarantee you.
It's crazy you said that because you know.
But who cares?
About, right? He's in control of everything. The cameras, audio, and everything. So now you got a white writer who wrote the joke. He has to approve it. Chris Rock also has to approve the joke.
Right.
So now that it come back on Will Packer, we'll let a nigga do it. This is what happened.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm talking about perception, and that's definitely gonna be the perception. But now I don't think you brought the joke again. I don't think it was that bad of a joke.
I don't think it was. No, it wasn't a bad joke.
I don't think it's offensive. You ask me.
DC at the Oscars and the Grammys,
She wasn't even in G.I.
They
Jane.
always make jokes of the people in the audience. They
Now,
always do that.
if I tell you what could have made it worse, if he had known that she had alopecia,
Right.
and had referenced her having that,
Right.
and said something, I'd be a little more. But even at that, he was still telling a joke. He prefaced the joke about.
G.I. Joe.
No. He prefaced all of that. He prefaced all of that saying that she was a beautiful woman.
He said, "I love you."
Yeah, I love you. You're a beautiful woman.
Right.
So, it wasn't like, now, a white boy on the news today brought up when Michael Richardson off of Seinfeld got up in Laugh Factory and said, nigga. And everybody went off on him. But here's the difference. That's why that was no way of comparison. See, if your intent is to be funny and you missed the mark, I can live with that. If the white boy gone up there and told a joke, which I have heard white boys do, and say nigga this and nigga that, even if the joke is not funny, the reason I can live with it is they are trying to be funny. But when Michael Richardson got heckled by some black folk, he was not trying to be funny when he started using the word nigga.
Right.
His intentions were to inflict pain. And if your intentions are to inflict pain, I got a problem because I can retaliate with some physical pain on that ass. I guarantee you Chris Rock's intentions were not to inflict pain.
No.
So even if it was a bad joke, even if the joke missed the mark, his intentions were not to hurt the woman's feelings. The woman has bragged herself about being bald.
She sure did.
Even before the alopecia, I remember the time she cut her hair off 1 or 2 times before.
Yep.
They've lived an open book life. They've told stuff about their personal lives that they had nobody. What compelled them to tell that, I do not know.
You see the group picture, her daughter hair is short. She personally won't cut her hair off.
Well, she probably cut hers off. I've seen like my sister.
It's personal choice.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Like my sister.
Well, one time she did cut off from Rebellion. Willow did.
Like
She admitted that she cut off from Rebellion.
Cancer. So when she was bald, I remember one of my nephew's girlfriends cutting off all. It's like a support thing.
Right.
But even a joke about that, if he knew she had Is first place, alopecia is not a death sentence disease. I mean, which if he didn't even know about that and did that, it still was not. It really, G.I. Jane was actually a movie that actually kind of lifted women up.
Yeah,
Basically, it was saying,
exactly,
you know, you still a woman with no hair and with a machine gun.
A woman that endures stuff, but again,
So it's a compliment.
but you can, in a way, but you can't tell people how to take something, and
Oh yes, you can.
you
Yes,
can't tell nobody how to take a joke,
Okay. I just did a show last week, 5,000 people.
right?
Do you think some of the shit I said did not offend
Yeah.
hundreds?
Of course.
Hundreds of people.
I said
So,
people walk
So you're agreeing with me?
Richard said,
Whoa, but you're agreeing with me then?
That's half
of the crowd.
You
You're agreeing with me?
Somebody, you cannot physically attack somebody because you disagree with what they say or because you were innocent.
That's not what I said. I said you cannot tell someone how to receive the joke.
Yes, you can.
You can't tell Jada like you got to accept this joke.
Listen to me.
Okay,
You came there to see me or whoever, you there,
right.
and I'm telling you, you're gonna take this joke sitting down. Now you bring your ass up here if you want to, and I'm not hollering big bad wolf.
Right.
But I'm just telling you. So to that extent, and I can't tell you how to feel.
That's
but
what I mean.
can tell you how to handle your emotions.
Well-
you cannot like it. You know what you can do? Boo. But
Exactly.
if you bring your ass
Get
up
up and
here,
leave.
if you bring your ass up here, all bets are off.
Yep.
I don't have the class or the dignity that Chris Rock had.
You going into the will factor.
I'm
I'm
going
trying to stay
into
with
that
Jada.
ass.
I'm going into the Jada part on what she went through having it,
Yeah.
what she felt
got a
mentally.
right to feel like that. The right to feel bad for her. He does not have the right to
Put his hands on
physically
somebody else.
retaliate against a man. Now, if you say he's protecting his family and
Yeah.
what his family feels and all that,
Right.
Chris got a family.
Yep.
Now, how would you feel if somebody bitch slapped you in the pulpit?
His dad, his kids.
And your kids watch.
Wife.
Right.
Well, your wife watch.
Right.
Your girlfriend
Your
watch.
mama.
Your
Your
mama
brother
watch.
was coming. Your brother
I
was watching.
am going to be aware of what I'm going to say, regardless. Because first of all, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I'm gonna say and what I'm gonna preach on. Okay, then. No, you just said somebody wrote the joke for Chris Rock and told him what to
He
say.
had to approve it.
I'm just saying.
He had to approve it.
Okay, so who had to prove it?
Ultimately responsible. He said it.
Exactly. So my thing is, if I'm preaching and stuff, then I'm ultimately responsible, and I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful on one saying stuff that's gonna counteract. Like I'm not gonna get up there and attack a Muslim who might be sitting in the audience and saying that I know would be offensive to a Muslim
What if you
or
didn't
anything
know
like
he
that.
was a Muslim?
Right.
You gotta know whatever context you preaching on what is going to offend or not.
Is you crazy, man? Or you just talking?
Nah, I'm just telling you.
I'm
Just
not
telling.
saying, are you crazy?
Come on, DC, you know me.
Everybody background.
Right. I know
You
you
know.
are crazy.
You know that I'm not crazy.
Ain't the thing,
You know me.
No way. It's like I just said, there's no way you can dance around everybody's. Now it wasn't a just gut cut. Hey man, I done said way more worse shit.
I agree.
And I've had a couple of incidents. One was with Dennis Rodman, but he wasn't gonna put no hands on me.
Right.
So you talk about size and all that. He ain't gonna put no hands on me.
Right.
We was in Las Vegas. I didn't know he was in the crowd. I wouldn't have said it if I had known he was there. But what I said, I meant.
Right.
He had degraded black women, blah blah blah. I said, your mama black.
Right.
You know, and he was saying, you know, he just like white women, which I ain't got no problem with that. But don't tell me black women ain't shit. And your mama is black. So if you free to say that, I'm free to respond. So I responded. And then after the show, you know, we had a little old light exchange.
So it's like you and I on the same lines, because you to me you're saying the same thing I'm saying. It's like you in your mind you really don't believe that Will was defending Jada, like standing. I look at that, I feel like he was just standing up and defending the black woman.
That's what he wanted you to feel. Because
So now you
he
gonna tell him what
questions
he-
his manhood. So he trying to prove to you.
So you don't agree with him trying to defend the black. But see, the thing is,
Defending
the
the
difference
black
is,
woman and
Let me tell
proving
you
to
what it is.
Jada that he ain't no punk is two different
you are
things.
defending the black woman when she is being assaulted. When she has been assaulted, you're actually retaliating, and it was after the fact. When she has been assaulted, if someone is about to assault her, but when a woman just feels bad, let me go deeper than that. If it is an offense to make her feel bad, that would push you to that extent. I can rattle off 20 incidents where he has made her feel bad. Now, are you a defender of black women?
What, when Will made his
Period.
wife?
Huh?
Yeah, of course.
If you had been there when he offended her, would you have slapped him?
That's him and his wife for you to sit there
you
and say,
saying he owns his wife.
no, I'm sitting here saying that when a man comes out of context in the audience and embarrass her and he started painting his wife's face, I mean, he went up there and did something about it. And it's
What
easy
if
for
he
us.
told-
It's easy for us to sit here and prejudge when somebody reaction hits him like that and go up there and doing it. It's easy for us to say, "Oh, he did it, and now he should have done this."
Yeah, you keep saying it, but this is Hollywood, brother.
Yeah, it's
This
not.
happens all the time. Every Oscars, they make fun. Billy Crystal been doing it for years.
And the
Nobody
man
knows
is a
personal.
comic,
Okay.
and sometimes in comedy, who doesn't know this? Sometimes shit gets said, and even the person that said it later be like, "Oh, man, shouldn't have said
I'm gonna say
that."
this.
But no. Let me, so if Will Smith has the benefit of tape number 76, tape number 54, when he does a movie, and it's not live. They tape the movies, and you got to go back and do it 50 times to get the scene right. And has he ever made a bad movie?
Has Will Smith ever made a bad movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If you got the benefit of redoing something 50, 60, 70, 80 times, as many times till you get it right,
And still come
and
out
you
with-
still make a fucked up movie,
Right.
how can you be mad at a man who has no takes and tells what you deem to be
Right.
a bad joke?
Right.
Now, naturally, take two, Chris wouldn't tell that same joke. But you have had 70 or 80 takes on some scenes in movies and still come up with a bad damn movie. I
I'm
didn't
saying
cut you off, bro. Go
saying
ahead.
things happen for a reason,
I
and
feel
it's
like this, man.
changed up the narrative.
There's been a lot of stuff said on stage, and nobody ever come on stage. And I did a show in front of Magic Johnson and his wife sitting in the audience when he had the AIDS. My dumb ass go out and say, "Hey, damn, Magic, your wife still stay with you. You got a dirty dick." Nigga crowd went crazy.
Now, that deserves a slap.
I got off stage.
That deserves your ass whoop
That
right there.
deserves a slap right there.
A showtime slap.
When I got off stage, his business manager came in and said, "Hey man, call me. I got something for you."
You didn't go, did you?
Yeah, I did. I did 32 City Tour. He said, "You the first person to really just brought, just said what everybody thinking, and Magic like your comedy." 32 cities I did after that.
You know you out of line when OJ say you out of line.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
We're going off of OJ judgments now. That's what we're doing.
I'll ask you another question
Go
since you're
ahead.
defending him. What do you think about the Grammys saying Kanye can't perform?
I gotta stand with the Grammys because right now Kanye's unstable.
And you think what Will did was
Was
a
stable.
display of stable behavior?
I think that people are making something out of what can be perceived that black women have been talked about enough, not just Jada, and all have been talked about enough. And I think that come to the forefront, and I think that's why Will, when he accepted his award, that he
Let me
felt
make
like he
one
got a
more
lot
point
more.
before we go to a break.
Go ahead.
Let me make one more point. It would have been a little different if Jada wasn't in the business. See, to attack somebody's spouse who's not in the business.
Right.
But Jada is in the entertainment business herself, which makes her fair game.
And she opened up
Would
on
I
the
have
show.
said it? No. You know, some of the
Okay,
jokes I
then.
have about different people, I would not say them if I was aware that they were there, even
Right.
though I know with social media and stuff, they hear about it.
All right.
You know.
Right.
But I wouldn't say. But I'm saying if she had not been in the business, I wouldn't talk about weight balls, old lady,
Right.
if she wasn't in the business. But now weight ball dating Lunette, she fat game. She's in the business. If he dating Tiffany and Hattie, Tiffany's in the
And you're
game.
the side at the same time. Oh yeah, he
Now I wouldn't say nothing.
Now, hold on. I'm glad you said that, and I know you want to go into another thing. Now, Tiffany is a comedian, and
Yeah.
she said the same thing that Will was coming to her defense. And she a female. Okay, but
that's the type of
so that makes her wrong.
Woman though.
She's wrong with that. She's dead wrong.
She way wrong.
Shit that nigga killed shit like that.
She way
When
wrong.
a black woman say it's okay for a man to just.
Oh, so because a black woman said it, and get a dude killed.
Yo, come on, man. That doesn't make sense. In the world that we in today, it just doesn't make sense. People get killed over stuff like that. It's not necessary. Jada came from Baltimore, man. She came from the streets of the hood. Don't tell me she ain't been talked about before. Her skin is tough. She ain't got no weak skin. Come on, man. You can't. She wearing an almost $1 million dress. Y'all multi-millionaires. You worrying about somebody saying something to you?
A comic? Come on,
For
man.
what she went through mentally with her disease. But that's all I got.
You're listening to DisRace.
We'll be back. I'm sorry.